They come for the final flight. Whinny Hill now been asked for more. Ridden up on the outside is Kopek the board. 5 cleared of Cowabunga. Nearing the final flight, and Kopek the board leads for the first time in the race. Over the last is Kopek the board. From Whinny Hill running on is Cowabunga. Bad mistake at the last by Dutch Gold. It's Kopek the board from Cowabunga on the outside of Whinny Hill, and up towards the finish it is Kopek the board, and Patrick Mullins making a winning switch to hurdle. Second is Cowabunga. 1-2 for Willie Mullins. Third is Whinny Hill. Intention is Whinny Hill, but it's Kopek the board doing this very easily, racing inside the final quarter with 1 flight left to jump. And the Grade 1 Tattersall's Island Novice Hurdle, it's Kopek the board well clear at the final flight, and winged it. In second, Carney K, and then Good and Clever Kate Doty. They're well stretched out inside the final furlong. We're looking at a good one here. It is Kopek the board extending his unbeaten run to 3 wins in the Tattersall's Island Novice Hurdle. Another Grade 1 for Paul Tannen and Willie Mullins. Hard held. Second is Carnike, Good and Clever in third.
As they race now towards the final flight, and Romeo Coolio, the field, are well strung out, and they're well strung out because Romeo Coolio has spread eagled them since he hit the front at the top of the hill, and one of last season's leading bumper horses. Makes a very impressive start over hurdles. It's a winner for Sam Ewing and Gordon Elliott. As
not out of it on the inside. 1 flight left, and it's still Gaucher with the upper hand from Romeo Coolio, and Toonsevator is picking up, followed by Plontier. The final flight, 3 in the air together, and it's Toonsevator on the outside who's come to lead in the dying embers of the Royal Bond, and it's Toonsevator and Danny Mullins who law. Romeo Coolio and Sea of Sands from last took third. Coolio from Blue de Vassy trying to close on the outside, 3 lengths between them. Coming towards the final flight, Romeo Coolio over the last. Crashed through it, but 4 clear from Blue de Vassy. On the run in with 150 yards to go. It is Romeo Coolio clear. Up towards the finish, it is Romeo Coolio returning to the winner's enclosure in the Paddy Power Future Champions Grade 1 Novice. 1 clearly in the end from Blue de Vassy, Eastern Legend and Carafon next.
It's Salvador Mundi heading in between the final 2 flights. He set off, and Paul Townend set his intentions clear from the drop of the flag, immediately went into a swift advantage, and it's an advantage that has only grown over the course of the 2-mile contest. And this Tipperary Town maiden hurdle is going to go to Salvador Mundi for Paul Townend, and Willie Mullins hacks up, having finished 6th in the Triumph hurdle. So Salvador...
Skylord with the advantage from Kelly's towards Salvador Mundi on the outside, into a challenging position and into the lead. Salvador Mundi has swept on by, will jump the last into the lead. Salvador Mundi over from Skylord, then relieved of duties, and Kelly's toward on the run in. 150 yards to go, and it is Salvador Mundi has them covered. Steps up in the Moscow Flower, and he's a much anticipated return. Judged for the 2nd and 3rd. Kelly's Dwar, relieved of duty, Skylord in 4th. Mullins, 1 flight left, and it is Work Ahead the leader by 4 to 5 lengths from William Money. The final flight, Work Ahead over from William Money, who's failing to close the gap. Spring de Lamar runs on into 3rd ahead of Redemption Day, and then comes Jacob's Ladder, but this is impressive by 15. Work Ahead and Mike O'Connor staying on relentlessly to win the Thornton's Recycling Maiden Hurdle. William Money 2nd, Spring de Lamar in 3rd. It is Cowabunga joining issue with William Money on the inside, who's not rolling over. 150 yards to go. William Money on the inside of Cowabunga. These 2 will fight out the finish, and Cowabunga is nudging on close to the line. It's Cowabunga winning by a length and a half to William Money. PBF Sheila listed Novice Hurdle, and it is William Money all over the Great Nudie, nearing the final flight. William Money and Sean Flanagan at the last over well from the Great Nudie in 2nd. Good battle going on for the 3rd, but away comes William Money. Is set to make a 3rd time lucky over flights for Barry Connell, and Sean Flanagan wins in great style the Madigan Group EBF Sheila Burke listed Novice Hurdle. William Money hands down.
final demand is out clear, and at the last final demand of Danny Mullins jumps it well, 8 to 10 lengths in front and extending his advantage all the time over Timmy Tuesday and Will the Wise, and racing up towards the finish. It's a cross-cart double for Willie Mullins, as final demand is going to win his hard held by about a dozen lengths in the end.
The attentions of Mozzie's Sister gone clear of Jasmine DeVoe, and final demand will lead at the final flight. Final demand takes it up over the last, has widened the advantage over Wingman, who can't give any more than Mozzie's Sister, being followed then by Jasmine DeVoe. But it is final demand, up appreciably in grade, is going to make it 2 out of 2 for Paul Townend and Willie Mullins in the opening grade 1. Mightily impressive final demand. Wingman second, then Mozzie's Sister and Jasmine DeVoe.
Black Jacket, the new Lion, edges through to the lead now, shaken up and goes on by a length and a half. Caliphate on Vol is coming after him, though, as they come over the last. A touchdown in second with Electric Mason and Friendship behind those. But on the run-in, it's the new Lion with a 3 or 4 length advantage and is holding them as they race up towards the line then. The new Lion and Harry Skelton in front, still about 3 lengths clear, not making it much more at the moment, but it'll do. He's still unbeaten. The new Lion's the winner. Caliphate on Vol in second, Electric Mason in third, Friendship in fourth.
Between the last 2 flights, there's only one horse still on the bridle, and that is the new Lion, and he's being weighted and waited with by Harry Skelton. Electric Mason running a blinder. Bill Joyce up his inside, and here's the new Lion as they jump the final flight, and Harry Skelton hasn't even moved. Wendigo's back in fourth with a battle with Regent Stroll, and now he asks the new Lion to quicken up here, and the response is pretty immediate, and he's still only in second gear. This is an extraordinary performance. He's looking round for non-existent dangers. What a roar from the new Lion. Outclasses them in the Challow. Wendigo got up for second. Bill Joyce was third, then Regent Stroll and Electric Mason, followed by its hard
Jack Kennedy, and draws clear from Where's My Jet and Flood in the Park, and over the last, it's the Yellow Clay out in front from Where's My Jet, Flood in the Park. They're well strung out, less than 150 yards to go, and it's the Yellow Clay continuing his ascendancy over flights in the Monksfield Novice, winning another renewal for Gordon Elliott and Jack Kennedy. Second, Where's My Jet, Flood in the Park, and third, Yellow Clay has now been got after to close on the long-time leader, then Mozzie's Sister, as they come towards the final flight, and it's Flood in the Park still holding the aces. Over the last goes Flood in the Park from the Yellow Clay. Up the hill they come, 200 yards to go. Flood in the Park from the Yellow Clay, who's trying desperately hard on the outside, is running out of time. Flood in the Park, the Yellow Clay, the near side, the Yellow Clay has lined it. Clay has gone for the Lawlers of Naas Grade 1 Novice Hurdle and kicks clear readily. Final flight up and over is the Yellow Clay from Super Sunday, who landed second from Wingman. Jasmine DeVoe has run a disappointing race in fourth, and up towards the finish, it is the Yellow Clay and Sam Ewing out clear from Super Sunday, who's doing best of the rest ahead of Wingman, but it is the Yellow Clay maintaining his unbeaten record, and the Lawlers of Naas. Westerner, who's gone on by 2 lengths from Argento Boy, coming to challenge. The big Westerner far from Floon. Argento Boy on the outside is trying to take advantage of that. Then did I ask you that? The big Westerner from Argento Boy, the near side, but the big Westerner's picked up again to go on and see off Argento Boy. Did I ask you that? Third.
Manila 6-0 coming back for more. Mozzie's Sister has had enough. Down to the final flight. The big Westerner jumps it well, lands 3 to 4 lengths in front of Manila 6-0 in second. Floor in the Park and Mozzie's Sister, but racing up towards the finish. His big Westerner is going to remain unbeaten, 2 out of 2, and a fourth winner of the day for Henry de Bruyne across all 3 cards. The big Westerner wins it by about 4 in the end. Mozzie's Sister came back to be second, and Manila 6-0 in third. Clear
Lead at the final flight. Jasmine DeVoe up and over from the Enabler, gone clear from work ahead, and then Jure Mas. The Enabler is battling on the inside of Jasmine DeVoe, who has it now. Jasmine DeVoe, the champion bumper winner, will make a winning start over flights from the Enabler. Work ahead third. Jure Mas in the Kilberry Pub and Kitchen Maiden Hurdle, and it's Wingman over the last from 40 Coats. Up the hill they come inside the final 200 yards. It is Wingman from 40 Coats, who's still trying hard with less than 100 yards to go. It is Wingman seeing off 40 Coats. They started as they finished the first 2.
Couple of lengths to Static, then back in third, Torrent well clear from Mutard over the final flight. A great jump there from East India Dock, and is now beginning to pull right away. Has gone 10 lengths clear in no time and is powering up the Cheltenham hill. This is going to be impressive from East India Dock to make it 2 from 2 over hurdles and going to win ease down in the JCB Triumph Trial. Good looking win for East India Dock.
In second position, they come towards the last. East India Dock got over it safely, landed by 4 lengths. Stencil in second position, Torrent behind those to Corntock Hills. But as they race up towards the last, it's East India Dock now 6 or 7 lengths clear. Maiden remains unbeaten. Sam Tristan-Davis on East India Dock will win the JCB Triumph Trial. Stencil in second position.
Lulamba has now eased to the front, picks it up from Vianney and Mondo Man. Here's the final flight of hurdles. Lulamba steadies and pops over nicely. In front by length, Mondo Man, though, is rallying on the flat. It's Lulamba from Mondo Man and Vianney back in third. Lulamba's doing enough and pulling away near the line. Lulamba makes it 2 out of 2 over Timber. Lulamba the winner from Mondo Man in second.
The final flight now. And on the run in, it is over on the far side, Hello Neighbour, who leads. From Lady Vega Len, these two at the finish to themselves, got away from Sunny Bill. Just a little over 50 yards to go. Hello Neighbour on the inside from Lady Vega Len. It is close between them. Wendrock after them. And closing is Hello Neighbour. San Lucy has dropped right out of contention, coming down towards the final flight. Hello Neighbour is coming there strongly in the red and white. Joins issue with Lady Vega Len. Wendrock falling back is the long-time leader Sunny Bill, and over the last it's Hello Neighbour from Lady Vega Len. In another clash here at Leopardstown, look out for Galileo Dame, who's finishing off strongly ahead of Willie Duell. But it's Hello Neighbour by 2 lengths to Galileo Dame, bearing down on the outside of Lady Vega Len. Hello Neighbour by a length.
Second to try and reel back Palladium, who does have the advantage, but it's only a length at the last. Palladium up and over from Wolf Moon, is trying to close. Palladium ridden all out up top, seeing off Wolf Moon. Palladium will make a winning hurdling debut. Doubles up for Nico de Boyville and Nicky Henderson. Palladium.
The final furlong of the Friends of the Irish Cesarewicz. It's the Euphrates and Ryan Moore by 2.5 lengths to a piece of heaven, who's trying hard with 6.5. Newburgring in a 4th, but up towards the finish, it's the Euphrates going to see it out in the Cesarewicz for a piece of heaven. 6.5 Newburgring next. And on the run towards the final flight, it is 6.5 opening up a clear advantage. 6.5 Keith Donoghue into the last, safely over from Qualamita and Kimmy de May, and on the run in, it is 6.5 who is coming home on a tight rein to win in style. The SPK Mares Maiden Hurdle, what a start to hurdling life for 6.5. Short price favourite, and has quickly settled this from in second Harry Zani, and then the Lord Maid and Amania. But it is Maureen sealing a first and last race double for Willie Mullins. It's simply a steer for Patrick on board the debutant Maureen. Lady next, and then bossing it and approaching the final flight. It is Maureen steadied into it, but safely over from Familiar Dreams. Dee's Lady runs on late, and then Man Shen Shan inside the final 150 yards. It's Maureen out 4 in front. This well-regarded mare makes it 2 out of 2 here at Punchestown. Maureen is a double on the afternoon for Paul Town and Willie Mullins. This may be the final flight coming up. Qualamita from Caroline Bamboo. Caroline Bamboo is trying to get on terms with Qualamita as they climb the hill, 200 yards to go. Out in front of Baby Kate, and Caroline Bamboo has come hard at Qualamita on the inside, and Baby Kate is finding a renewed effort on the outside and is going to mow them both down. Build the Tigress flashed over place. Baby Kate, Caroline Bamboo, Build the Tigress, Qualamita. Label companion Caroline Bamboo, who comes towards the last. Caroline Bamboo, she's safely over. From Place de la Nation over in third place, Glenn's Lullaby, and halfway up the run in, it is Caroline Bamboo and Mark Walsh out for a stroll here. Caroline Bamboo is a third of the afternoon for the colours of JP McManus and Willie Mullins, who also fills the second with Place de la Nation. Third
will choose between them. Hollygrove Chatter is rallying on the inside. They're coming up the last now, and it's just Jubilee Alpha who's in front at the back of the field. Disco Dancer is down when held, and inside the final furlong, Jubilee Alpha is drawing clear in tremendous style here under hand riding from the champion jockey, and it's a big win here for the Nichols team. Jubilee Alpha wins it. Hollygrove Chacha got up for second. Right behind them, down towards the final flight they come. Bluey and Jubilee Alpha. Jubilee Alpha, for the first time, strikes the front. Bluey keeping at it, though, keeping her honest. Over on the far side, they clear then from Chrisma and then Shia Gal. Jubilee Alpha being ridden out towards the line by the champion jockey, and Jubilee Alpha lands the odds and wins the Fitzdares Mares Novices Hurdle. Bluey a good second.
Ring and Sport in the Park coming to the last, and it's Touch Me Not, over by 5 to 6 lengths from Fat and Glory, who's making little impression in second, and then New Ring, but it's Touch Me Not leading home a 1-2 for Gordon Elliott. Not the way we thought it would have been. Touch Me Not by 6 lengths to Fat and Glory and New Ring. Couple of legs to Tullyhill and the Nation Master and Western Fold. Final fence, it's Mashborough over. Jumped it better than Tullyhill, and down is Western Fold, and on the run in, it is Mashborough. Mashborough is pulling clear from Tullyhill and Asian Master as Mashborough wins his first venture over fences. Impresses to boot from Tullyhill and Asian Master. And the Firefox being eased out of contention as Il Atlantique. Mashborough from Touch Me Not and Firefox trying to gain on the pair. Final fence, Mashborough over. Lengthens clear now. From in second place, Touch Me Not and Firefox. Jeannot Lapin a long way clear of the other two. And up towards the finish, it is Mashborough. Far from a foot perfect round, but surely enough is making waves again over fences as he remains unbeaten in the Goff's Irish Arkle.
Four race on now down towards the final fence, and it's Lo Desur who now begins to pull on. Lo Desur over the final fence, clear, and now 6 lengths in front from Western Zephyr. Then came Look Away, followed by San Salvador, but Lo Desur is cantering up the hill. He's going to win this very easily indeed. He's going to be 2 out of 2 over fences. Very impressive in the Arkle trial. Lo Desur, the winner under Harry Skelton. Western
to in second place, Touch Me Not. They're clear from down memory lane at the last. Lo Desur, he's a bit awkward, but he's over tight 2 lengths to in second place, Touch Me Not, trying to rally on the flat. Down memory lane is back in third, but Lo Desur driven clear is going to complete doubles for Harry and Dan Skelton. He'll maintain his unbeaten record over fences, and he'll win the Betfair Heavy the 8th Novices Steeplechase. Lo Desur worked really hard, he wins it. Second place, Touch Me Not. Third, down memory lane.
Skelton shakes up Lo Desur at the last. Rubo getting a bit closer. Lo Desur puts himself right. Rubo is running on pretty willingly. Now Skelton shakes up Lo Desur. He wants a bit of company. Rubo continues to close. Lo Desur is going to be all out in the end. Rubo is inching closer. Lo Desur is doing enough. And a poignant success in the colours of the late John Hales. From Caldwell Potter and Springwell Bay, between the final 2 fences, de Boinville shakes up Django Bay, spies the final fence, takes it quickly, lands 2 lengths ahead. Caldwell Potter was down in his nose, that's done for him. Springwell Bay is staying on determinedly, but Django Bay is running on powerfully all the way to the line, and this Grade 1 winning hurdler could be a class act over fences. He makes a winning chasing debut. Cesar Springwell Bay, Caldwell Potter.
To the outside, Django Bay makes his move, but Handstands, he won't give up. He's trying to gain to the inside. Handstands, Django Bay, they're in the air together. Handstands the far side, Django Bay to the near side. Nothing in it as they head up towards the line. Handstands and Django Bay, still nothing in this. Handstands, Django Bay, they are going to hit the line. Handstands, I think, just as won the Silly Isles from Django Bay.
And it is Ballyburn pressurising them now, coming towards the last. Ballyburn and Paul Townend over and clear from Di Capo, who made another mistake, has lost second to O'Cassin de Mott. It's plain sailing for Ballyburn, who makes a winning switch to fences for Paul Townend. And Willie Mullins.
Still going in third, so too is Brookie, but it is Sergino setting his sights on the final fence. Sergino is over and clear. Ballyburn a bad mistake in second, but he was well beaten at the time. Sergino coming home, an exemplary round of jumping on his first start over fences.
It's tied up, they're coming to the final fence, and it's Ballyburn in the lead at the last from Croke Park. There's nothing between them, in fact, 200 yards to go. Ballyburn and Croke Park having a great tussle with 150 yards to go, and digging down deep as Ballyburn and Paul Townend have shaken off Croke Park on Perry Pass. Ballyburn returning to a longer trip, restores winning ways in the great. It's Dancing City extending the advantage to over 2 legs from Mossyfen Park. Shannon Royale digs in the final fence. Dancing City over from Mossyfen Park. Shannon Royale, and then comes Olympic Man, and on the run in it is Dancing City from Shannon Royale, who's having a go late on, but Dancing City will see it out by a length and a half to Shannon Royale. And approaching the final fence, it's Dancing City into the last and up and over from Bioluminescence, who's not lying down as they climb the hill inside the final 100 yards, but Dancing City has the measure of Bioluminescence. In third place is Good Land, and up towards the final 150 yards it is Dancing City, keeping on strongly from Bioluminescence and Good Land as Dancing City kicks on again over fences, bringing up a rolling hat-trick for Paul Townend and Willie Mullins. Ahead, trying to shrug off Slade Steel as they near the final fence. Better Days Ahead and Slade Steel. Better Days Ahead over from Slade Steel, who's failing to close. 150 yards to go, and driven out by Jack Kennedy. It's Better Days Ahead. Couldn't have done it any easier, really. Is toughing it out from Better Days Ahead. The final fence, Croke Park over in front. From Better Days Ahead, who's trying very hard in second. The long run in, it is Croke Park and Sam Ewing from Better Days Ahead. A couple of lengths between them. They're deep in the closing stages of the racing post long distance novice chase. Croke Park with coming on the outside. Better Days Ahead at the line. Croke Park, Better Days Ahead. They dip their heads to. And Sanny one of Gordon Elliott's 3 over the last. Better Days Ahead from Stellar Story, who's making a race of it, and then 3-card Bragg. They climb the hill. Better Days Ahead with coming with every single stride. Stellar Story the near side. Better Days Ahead is just held up. From Stellar Story and 3-card Bragg is Blizzard of Oz, the final fence, and Slade Steel joins issue with Lecky Watson. In third place is Blizzard of Oz as they climb the hill, 200 yards to go. Lecky Watson is not making it easy for Slade Steel over on the far side. In third place is Blizzard of Oz, less than 150 yards to go, and Lecky Watson is being lifted home here by Paul Townend to see off Slade Steel and Blizzard of Oz. Our rich man, 1 fence left to jump. Lecky Watson from down memory lane, who's trying desperately hard. Lecky Watson over the last in a fashion, losing at the back if I were rich man, but it's Lecky Watson who's striding away from down memory lane and Fadden Glory. Lecky Watson makes it 2 out of 2 over fences in the Skybet Novice, making just a long distance novice chase. And Stellar Story is giving generously for Jack Kennedy from Search for Glory and Sam Ewing as they come to the line. Mistake by Search for Glory when needed. A good jump. The Stellar Story on the inside from Search for Glory out in front of Rainbow Trail. Stellar Story and Search for Glory. Stellar Story falls in from Search for Glory out in front of Rainbow Trail. Last of the 3.
The company sergeant is third at the last. Gorgeous Tom over about 3 in front. Monbeg Park second. The company sergeant Jesse Evans staying on, but Gorgeous Tom stretching away is going to complete a double for Henry de Bromhead and Darragh O'Keefe. Wins well. Monbeg Park second.
Just as she could be anything and relegated to be last of the quintet. Gorgeous Tom. It's Croke Park with challenges on either side. Farfox and Hartwood, they take the final fence, and it's still Croke Park fractionally from on the inside. Farfox is trying to go by, followed then by Hartwood, and up towards the finish. Gorgeous Tom is coming home very strongly. What a finish! A thriller. Croke Park, Hartwood, Gorgeous Tom, Firefox on the rail.
Lead as he comes down towards the final flight. Constitution Hill over in front by a length and a half to 2. Lossy Mouth in second, a mistake in third by Burnett Road. Constitution Hill, he's back, and he's the first ever 3 times winner of a Ladbrokes Christmas Hurdle. Constitution Hill.
Position 1 flight to jump then. Constitution Hill comes down towards the final flight. Ooh, gave you a fright, gave us all a fright, but he landed clear by about 4 or 5 lengths. Brentford Hope in second position, ridden along to try and get on turns, but Constitution Hill coasts along in front. 10th run over hurdles, 10th victory. Constitution Hill has won the Unibet hurdle from Brentford Hope in second. Spirits
towards the final flight. Brighter Days Ahead, King of Kingsfield, the near side to the last they go. Brighter Days Ahead levels the flight. King of Kingsfield was clumsy on the near side. Stable Companions go to battle in the Grade 3, and it's Brighter Days Ahead who's beginning to forge clear again in the closing stages, and she puts her head down for a seasonal reappearance of success here. Brighter Days Ahead wins a double for Sam Ewing.
Brighter Days Ahead is making this a real test. Under Jack Kennedy from Stateman and Paul Townend trying to close on the outside, and they're doing so now. Coming to the final flight, and Stateman over the last just from Brighter Days Ahead in a battle with 200 yards to go. Brighter Days Ahead is rallying to the cause on the inside from Stateman. Up towards the finish, and it's Brighter Days Ahead from Stateman. Brighter Days Ahead historically is the first to beat Stateman. Brighter Days Ahead and Sam Ewing a long way clear. Over the final flight goes Brighter Days Ahead. This couldn't be any more impressive. It is Brighter Days Ahead upholding the Morgiana form in the Grade 1 Neville Hotels hurdle. One horse finish. It's the mare. Brighter Days Ahead as Sam Ewing shows his delight with staying on into second Winter Fog. Stateman only third. They started, comes towards the next flight, some way clear. Fish to Dairy Winter Fog. Daddy Lassie mounts down and almost brought down Stateman, who did well to survive. Lost light under Paul Townend. Just have to pop it, and they do so as Daddy Longlegs puts on a spurt in second place. And inside the final 150 yards, it is Stateman and Paul Townend. Stateman has backed himself in the Irish Champion hurdle as he makes it 3 straight wins for Paul Townend and William Allen.
Edwardstone tries to get to him. Boot Hill over in third. It's John Bonny's all out on the landing side. Edwardstone and Boot Hill are trying very hard in behind. John Bon by a length or so. Boot Hill and Edwardstone are snapping away. It's John Bon though. It's John Bon Schletter-Chase. He's won it again. John Bon from Boot Hill. Edwardstone in third. Then came Unexpected Party.
By 4 lengths to Quilixios in second place. Here's the last for John Bon. He jumps it well. Quilixios in second. JPR1 back in third. It's John Bon. He's got his favourite hill to climb. He's out in front by 5 lengths to Quilixios. And John Bon is going to win this race again. A 4th success of the race for Nicky Henderson. And a 3rd for Nico de Boinville. John Bon wins the Betfair Teagle Creek in great style. Quilixios ran well in second. 3rd JPR1. And last of 4 to get round was Solness.
Gone away from in third place, Dino Blue, and then Appreciated. An Argument hasn't put it to bed yet on the far side. Banbridge, an Argument over the last. Banbridge has lost Richie Deegan, simplifying the task for dual winner an Argument, who's making up for lost time as he wins his 3rd Hillyway for Paul Townend and William Allen's.
Dino 5 lengths. Here's the final obstacle now. John Bon, a mighty jump there. He landed running 5 in front from an Argument. Edwardstone in third, and on the run towards the line, it's John Bon. He's too good for an Ergomed, and John Bon's going to win his 9th Grade 1 race. He wins the MGM Clarence House Chase. John Bon the winner. An Ergomed home in second. Edwardstone back in
third. Warrior, final fence coming up, and it's Solness and JJ Slevin up and over from Dino Bloom, Marine National, Gaelic Warrior all bedding down. Inside the final 200 yards, and it is Solness still maintaining a useful looking advantage from Gaelic Warrior and Marine National. Joseph O'Brien again in the big time as Solness and JJ Slevin make all in the Marine National coming to the final fence. It's Solness for Marine National, 2 lengths between them. Now the run in, 200 yards to go. On the stand side, it is Solness with a never say die attitude is holding off Marine National, and it is Solness again staying at the top level over 2 miles for Marine National. Solness, another big success here at Leopardstown in the Ladbrokes Dublin Chase.
They've got 1 more fence to jump in the Charlie Hall. It's been a fine round of jumping from the Real Whacker, a velvety round of jumping, another sound leap at the last. He leads by 4 over Brave Man's Game and Sam Brown, and driven out towards the line, the Real Whacker. The prize is going to stay in Yorkshire. As for Patrick Neville and Brian Hughes, the Real Whacker wins wins the Charlie Hall. Brave Man's Game is second. Sam Brown was third, hanging on
prize. There's one to jump in the Betfair chase, and it's Grey Dawning from Royal Pagaille. Grey Dawning going on. Here's the last. In close, Bunny hops it. He lands 2 lengths clear. Royal Pagaille is rallying bravely under pressure. 150 yards to go, and Royal Pagaille is back in front. Grey Dawning having another crack at him, but it's Royal Pagaille coming home the stronger. 12 months on in the Betfair chase. The result is the same.
Star, they're cleared of Classic Getaway to the final fence. Embassy Gardens over, about 3 in front of Monty Star, and on the run in, Embassy Gardens and Michael O'Sullivan have made virtually all. Will win the O'Driscoll's Irish Whiskey New Year's Chase for William Mullins. Monty Star second.
This is Johnny Delahaye. It's Pitdory once again, and he's foot perfect at the last. Once again, the Betfair Ascot chase is going to go to Pitdory, and he's taken them apart here. A superb front-running display, precision jumping. Pitdory wins again in the Betfair Ascot chase. And by a clear margin, second home, Corbett's Cross, Blue Lord in third.
Il Francais has got the lead. Il Francais, Banbridge out-jumps him towards the outside, and it's Banbridge and Paul Townend who now swoop and take the lead, and it will be Banbridge in the King George. Banbridge wins the Ladbrokes King George. Il Francais in second, Le Presse in third, and a close call for fourth between Spillans Tower and the Real Wacker.
Going to take any chances with this one as he did before. No, he jumps it like a champion, roars from the crowd as he goes away. Dorman's jumping at second, Snago's jumping at third, and there's Arkle striding up to the line, the runaway winner of his third successive Gold Cup.
The last is best mate from Harbour Pilot, best mate a half length to Harbour Pilot. Surrender is back in third. Best mate, he's a length ahead of Harbour Pilot, starting up the hill. It's familiar territory. Best mate from Harbour Pilot, Surrender on the outside. Can he hang on? He's clinging on. Best mate bounding away. Best mate, 3 Gold Cups. Surrender and Harbour Pilot.
Coming to the final fence, Galopande Chum challenged by stable companion Factifile. On the outside is Spillans Tar. Up towards the finish, it's Factifile. And Spillans Tar getting the better of the established. Factifile has won the John Durkin. Rising them from the front. From Factifile as they approach the final fence in a Willie Mullins showdown. It is Galopande Chum from Factifile who's trying to deliver a run over on the far side. These two up the run in. It is Galopande Chum holding off Factifile. He's unbeatable over fences here at Leopardstown. Repeats of his chases for Paul Townend, who's over the moon. Second is Factifile, Gentleman's Game, Hardwood, and all the way you're thinking. Factifile in the centre, Grange Clare West, they're coming to the final fence, the Irish Gold Cup, and it's Galopande Chum over in front, but only just to Factifile. Over on the far side is Grange Clare West, who's followed by Embassy Gardens, but it is Galopande Chum containing them. It's the stuff of legends here at Leopardstown, as Galopande Chum completes a hattrick of victories in the Irish Gold Cup. Grange Clare West Factifile as Willie Mullins sweeps them all.